Good afternoon, children. In the last class, we have started the lesson Games of Light. In today's session, let's start with understanding. Children, you have learned that shadow is formed when an object blocks the path of light. Then, have you ever noticed the path of light? Means how does the light travels, whether in a straight line or curved line? Let us see through this video.
On Earth. But how does light travel? Light from the sun travels through air in straight lines. It moves outwards in all directions. Each line is called a ray of light. The ray of light travels directly into our eyes in a straight line.
Yes, children, from this video you understood the light is always travels in a straight line and shadows are always formed opposite to the source of light. Children, if you stand outdoor in the sun, on which side is your shadow formed? Have you noticed? Yes, it is on the side opposite to the sun. If the sun is on our left, the shadow will be on our right side. If the light is in front of the object, shadow is formed behind the object. If it is above us, our shadow will be below us. What do we feel when we stand in the shadow of a tree or a building? ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗಾದರೂ ಈ ಥರ ಅನುಭವ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಅಂದರೆ ಬಿಸಿಲಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಮರದ ನೆರಳಿ ಕುಂತ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಅನುಭವ ಆಗಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಎಸ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್, ವಿ ಫೀಲ್ ಕೂಲ್ ವೆನ್ ದ ಸನ್ ಈಸ್ ಹಾಟ್. Are the shadows formed always of the same sizes as that of the object? Children, ಅಂದರೆ shadows object ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅದೇ ಸೈಜಿನ shadow ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ? No, they appear in the different sizes. What is the reason for this? Yes, children, let us understand the reason for this through this video.
This one is the object and this one is the screen. Now, when the object is nearer to the light source, the shadow will become larger. If the object is further away from the light source, the shadow will become smaller. One way to remember is light. Start with L. L stands for large. So when an object go nearer to light, which is L, the shadow will be large. When it's away from the light source, the shadow will be small.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟಿಗೆ ನಾವು ನಿಯರಾಗಿ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಡೋ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿ ಬಿಗ್ಗಾಗಿ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟಿಂದ ಫಾರ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ದೂರ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಡೋ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದೆನ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್, ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಯುವರ್ ಶಾಡೋಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್, ಆಫ್ಟರ್ನೂನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್? ವಾಟ್ ಡಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಲುಕ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಇನ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್, ಆಫ್ಟರ್ನೂನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್? Go through this video.
Go out in the sun at different times of the day and observe your own shadow. Move in different ways and see how your shadow changes. Play games with your shadow. The position of the sun decides the length of a shadow. At noon, the sun is overhead, so there is hardly any shadow. In the morning and afternoon, when the sun is in the east and the west, you block the sun's rays and your shadow is long. In the morning, your shadow is in the west. In the evening, your shadow is in the east.
Children, you have seen storytelling using shadow puppets in your TV and mobile. Yes. Shadow puppets started thousands of years ago. In this, the characters of the story are placed between the light and the screen. This forms the shadow on the screen. ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಶಾಡೋ ಪಪೆಟ್ಸನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆ ಸ್ಟೋರಿಯನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಥೀಮನ್ನು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆ ಶಾಡೋಸ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಶಾಡೋ ಪಪೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಗೆಸ್ ವೈ ವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಪೇಂಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ವಿಂಡೋಸ್? ವೈ ಆರ್ ಯು spectacles made of glass? Because we need to see through these objects. Glass does not block light, so we can see through it. Children, what will happen if we use glass paints to make the walls of our houses? Everything in our house will be seen from the outside. So we use wood, bricks and stones to make walls because they do not let light to pass through them. Hence, we are unable to see through the walls of our houses. Then why do we use sunglasses when we go outside in the sun? Yes, sunglasses let only some of the sunlight pass through them. Thus, we are protected from bright sunlight. Here, the games of light lesson is completed. I hope you all understand better. Thank you, children.